Today we're going to take a look at the Sabal Palmetto Mocksville we have. The Sabal Palmetto is a palm that you'll see all over Florida and other parts of the South. It's one of the most cold hardy of palms there are, besides something trunking palms, besides something like a Trachycarpus. And it's generally thought of as a zone 8A palm, but can be grown in some cases in a colder zone. Palmettos are slow growing palms, and from seed they will take probably about 20 years or up to grow a substantial trunk. And so we're going to take a look at this palmetto first. This is the Mocksville from Plant Delights. We purchased it in approximately, I think, 2018. And it was just a little small palm then. We kept it potted. And the original palm of this was planted in Mocksville, North Carolina in 1980. And it survived some of the horrible freezes that we experienced in the South in the late 80s. And that palm also survived the 2018 freeze, which killed out a lot of palms across the South. And took it about 2 years to recover, but it's doing well. So that palm is about 40 years old, and you can see it's got a pretty good trunk on it now. But getting back to our palm, it grew quite a bit. Well, let's go back in 2019. We planted it in the ground, and 2020 and 21 it didn't grow much, just grew a little. And 2022 is when it really started growing. And 2023 here, you can see it's really taken off. Palmettos, you'll see they have a lot of, you can tell them from other, like the Sabal minor and that sort of thing, because it has this profuse amount of fibers in the fronds. And also, depending on the variety, will have a quite a bit of a arching frond, a curved, and that is the main characteristic of these palmettos. You can see this one's getting to be about 7 feet tall. Started to grow a little bit of a trunk under here, still a little small. But this palm is probably hardy into the single digits at least. It starts taking some damage, kind of like a Trachycarpus does. And probably in the low single digits is probably where it's going to be pretty dangerous for it. And it's hard to tell where they will die, but as long as when it's younger, when it's still down the ground, it receives a lot of ground heat, and they can survive a lot colder temperatures. When it gets taller and gets a trunk, it will not do quite as well with the colder temperatures. It can freeze that way. But one grown from a small palm and well rooted and well taken care of is gonna take the cold much better. And the only issue is the slow growth times of them. Well, that gives you a little overview of our palmetto. And makes a pretty good addition to your garden. And if you want to try to grow one in zones lower than 8A, probably 7A and 7B, you can grow it with little protection. Here we've had to protect it a couple times. If you're in colder than that, you're probably going to be protecting it most winters. So that gives you an idea of if you want to grow a Sabal Palmetto. If you're wanting a trunked palm, though, you can see there our Trachycarpus fortunei has grown about a 8-foot trunk in the same amount of time that the palmetto here has basically not come any out of the ground. Of course, the palmetto's got a little bit bigger, different fronds, so it just kind of depends on kind of what you're looking for. Anyway, we hope you have a good day, and we'll talk to you later.